Over the last few weeks, I've only had maybe one dedicated trip. Some have gone according to plan and some haven't. I don't really have a specific topic for this video, but I just wanted to share some of what I got with you. Here we go. Starting off, we're in Daytona Beach on the Florida East Coast Railway. I'm set up waiting for the southbound train 107 from Jacksonville to Hialeah, Miami. This part of the FEC isn't the busiest, but there's still a few to get down here between the day and the nighttime. This train usually being a daylight run in the summer, this being the wintertime now it's in the dark, so I had to find a good place to film with some light. This train to me was interesting on this day because it's the first time I've seen it carrying manifest traffic. Many people nowadays hear about railroads like CSX and Norfolk Southern implementing PSR, Precision Scheduled Railroading, when the FEC for years now has pretty much had its own version of this. An example being this train is the manifest, autoracks, rock, and intermodal. It can all go practically the same speed, so to put them on the same train, which also most of the traffic having the same destination, makes better use of crews and motive power. Pulling today's train is a set of General Electric ES44 C4 locomotives, 4 powered traction motors on a 6-axle frame with an idler axle in the middle that can be raised or lowered. The red thing in the center between the two locomotives is a liquid natural gas tender, FEC being the only railroad to currently maintain this technique. Next, I find myself south of downtown Orlando at the control point Middle Orlando. The signal for the number 2 track is displaying an approach medium. Approach the next signal not exceeding medium speed. This train will be crossing from the track 2 to the track 1 at the next signal, North Orlando. Train being CSX A786, carrying rock from 0713 to CSX's Cayley Yard in downtown Orlando. After 786 had gone north into Cayley, CFRC dispatcher gave permission to Florida Central Z915 to come south from their rails in downtown Orlando to their interchange point in Taft. Right behind Z915 was CSX M738. The two were close enough to almost have a race, but not quite. Although I did appreciate hearing this horn duel in the cold Florida air.
738 southbound, lead motor CSX 3248. Clear, signal indications South Orlando, number 2 rail out.
Engine SCN 7032, got an approach signal. Pine Castle number 1 track shot.
The next day, I'm out at the Stanton Y for a late Amtrak 91. November's been a rough month for the Silver Star, and something this day got me out of the house just for this. The approach limited on track 2 is for a northbound sunrail.
Between 8036, 8038. All tracks clear for this 91. CSX engine 5268 where southbound. That's authorized speed for our train. Over. 1646. Appreciate it. Have a safe night at 91 out.
Up it on the bottom, 91, authorized speed through Hartley, 1646. Vance approach, South Stanton, Amtrak 91.
Now we're down in Tampa, Florida at the Navy Y to watch Amtrak 91 spin its train to back into Tampa Union Station. TUS is a stub end terminal, so the Star has to back its train in to be able to come out engine first on its way back to Lakeland. Both 91 and 92 perform this move. This is the beginning of the one-time Atlantic coastline Vitus to Thanota-Sassa, Maine, now ending at Conrad-Yelvington a few miles to the north.
me know when you're ready, over. 3 clear 7.
PO 91, gates activated, still looking at slow clear, we're lined up, could you shove 10 cars with the runner?
Alright. Gates activated, coming back in cars. Runner bridge test coming through. Dispatch, over. 5. Mr. Meadow, over.
A few days later, I find myself down in Mulberry to try to find some trains on a Saturday. I didn't see very much, but the first thing I did see was this SD40-2, presumably as 0731, turning the Y in Mulberry to start working cars in the Mulberry yard between Prairie and Mulberry. After sitting around, we realized it was just dead. It was dead, dead, dead. We had a K309 coming out of New Wales toward Port Manatee, but they tied down and the crew got off in the secondary siding at Edison. So we went north toward Tancrede, hearing an 0751 coming out of Winston. Now, 751 doesn't usually run toward the Bone Valley. That's a Palm Center auto-rack train, so we had to see what this was. As I said before, 0751 is just about a daily run out of Winston Yard to Palm Center, Florida, down on the Auburndale subdivision of autoracks. For some reason, this train today was taking down rock and a couple other things to Mulberry Yard. After Mulberry Yard, he went to New Wales light engine and brought back 730's kind of mixed sulfur and phosphate stuff. Why they did this day, I don't know, and for some reason they also decided to not actually run 0730 today, which was the whole reason I was even down here in the first place. After 751, we heard the JF dispatcher suddenly get on the radio and gave an EC1 to a K308, which took over K309's loaded phosphate train at Edison, and gave an EC1 to depart toward Valrico Junction and eventually down to Port Manatee on the Tampa Terminal Subdivision. We rushed toward Durant, Florida, and we just barely get there in time for this K308. And that's all I've got for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys do like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will be at Folkestone Winter Watch here in a week or so. Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving, and I've got just a couple more things to get up for you here soon. So until next time.